Hello and welcome to Books and Banter podcast. My name is Marcia Spence and I'm the director of Marcia and Publishing House and MMS Academy for Writers. I'm here with the beautiful Yanique Taylor, the author Y.L.S Taylor, who has written a book called Shameless, My Naked Truth. Welcome, Yanique.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome. Well, I thought we were overdue, Yan. We were overdue in terms of catching up.
Definitely.
Seeing what you're doing. We've gone from seeing each other every day to seeing not seeing each other at all. And you've embarked on your mission and your purpose. That I think was birthed through this amazing book that you've written. So, you wrote your story, Shameless, My Naked Truth. My first question is, why that title?
Okay, so why that title? Because based on my life and what I've been through, plus my diagnosis. So if you've read my book, you know about my diagnosis. So it had to be writing the story. With my diagnosis, there's a lot of shame around it. With things that I've grown up with and done, as a child from back home and stuff like that. There's a lot of shame attached to it, even at the age when you have sex. If you read the story, you hear about my first encounter with my first time losing my virginity. So, it had to be that it was shameless.
Yeah.
So I'm telling it like it is. And it's definitely the naked truth. So it's no cover up or anything like that.
Lovely.
So it had to just, had to be. Even though I'm telling the story, I'm not just telling it, but I'm opening it up. I'm just giving it raw.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
And what I'm aware of, because we haven't said what your diagnosis is yet, but the diagnosis is definitely a diagnosis that the person that's diagnosed with this would carry a lot of shame and stigma and fear. And so I also understand that the title of the book is you stepping out boldly and courageously and saying, I am not ashamed. I am not ashamed, even though you've had moments and even years and terrible times of feeling some shame. So you tell
even now.
So what is your diagnosis, Yanique?
So I'm living with HIV.
Okay.
I've been diagnosed 9 years now.
Wow.
I know time is flown, isn't it?
Yes, wow. That's right, 2016. 2016.
Yeah.
So what compelled you? I mean, I know your book isn't just about the diagnosis, but what compelled you to include the lead up to your diagnosis and the after your diagnosis? What compelled you to include that in the book? Because you didn't have to.
No, because the story wouldn't be complete. And I think that for me was like the major bit of it, of the Shameless. Because everything else you write about, it's what happens as you grow up as a child.
Yeah.
Yes, my story might be different, but to actually put in that, I'm living with HIV, even after everything that I've gone through, that is like the meat part of it. So it had to be included. But obviously I had to reach a place where I was ready to tell it. Because as easy as it may sound, or people think it's easy to put it out there, but it wasn't easy. But I had to do it because that would make it definitely shameless, and that would be definitely the naked truth. So it would be complete. The story would be complete without
it. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, Yanique. So your book came out in 2024.
Last year. I know it seems like a long time.
It's been about 18 months since your book was released. What has the response been like?
It's been good. It's been positive feedback for the ones who have read the book. Even for telling this, obviously talking about my diagnosis. I think most people knew what the diagnosis was, but it's to hear the story around it. So it's been good feedback. I haven't gotten any negative feedback or anything. People are saying, I got a few people saying, like they know me more now. Like understanding, and they get it. They'll be like, there's certain things that you are saying and they get it. yeah, it's been good. It's been good
Mhm.
story. People are relating to the stories in the book. And yeah, so it's been a great journey for me so
Brilliant.
far with the book. Not in sales as much,
Okay. Hmm.
but the fact that people are reading it, the responses I'm getting and stuff like that, yeah, it's been a good
Hmm.
journey.
And has since writing the book, has it created any opportunities for you in terms of, I suppose, being an advocate for HR people with
Yeah.
HIV?
Yeah, it's so since I've written the book, because one of the things why I wrote the book as well, part of it was because I wasn't hearing me, as I would normally say. So there was nobody like me, sounded like me that was saying, I'm living with HIV.
And when you
And
say that, Yannick, what do you mean? Like there wasn't anybody with a
from the Caribbean,
Jamaican,
yeah,
Caribbean
of the
accent,
Caribbean
born in
accent,
Jamaica? Okay. I didn't
Christian.
see anyone like you in the when you were going to clinics or support groups. You weren't seeing anyone.
No, no, it would be
Wow.
African. So even with the support group, it was just African women. So I'd be like the only
Okay.
Jamaican um person. So even though it's black women, it's still
Hmm.
different. We have
Yeah.
different cultures, so we
Yeah.
experience different things. So
Hmm.
that for me was a struggle. And so, part of that was why I wrote the book as well. So, yeah, what was the question again, Mars?
No,
Can
any
you?
opportunities that
Oh,
have
yeah, the
come
opportunity.
since?
So what
Mm,
happened was, they saw it as me being brave, writing my book, putting my story out there,
yeah.
like from the clinics, people who, work with HIV. And at the time when I just started to write, when we just was about to
Yeah.
publish, we got a link with Umbrella.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because a part of the book launch, we
Got
got
a
a
bit
link
of
with Umbrella.
funding from them
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, and then so there's like Jara Fati, who is the lead sexual health nurse from Umbrella. Decided that she at the time, she's working with Black women and HIV.
Yeah.
She was just excited for the fact that somebody's willing to
From the
talk
Caribbean.
and from
Yeah.
the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So we got the opportunity to start a radio show together.
Great.
We're currently working on doing a CIC company where we
Hmm.
can provide space for not just women living with HIV, but women are not all, because there's a lot of Black women living with HIV and don't know.
True.
So yeah, so even that, I got the opportunity to work with the NHS. It's
Hmm.
especially the council, the Wolverhampton council.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so and at the moment, as part of World AIDS Day, they got us involved with them, with
Hmm.
the Wolverhampton Council. And at
Great.
the moment, they want to work with us for next year, because one of the things that we were saying for World AIDS Day, there's no visibility. And it's World
Hmm.
AIDS Day, and
Hmm.
they have a tree in the Wolverhampton Park, but nobody knows about it. And a lot of people have lost people to
Yes.
HIV and do have family members who, live with HIV. And they
Hmm.
would love to be able to go somewhere to
Yeah.
show their respect and, remember those they've lost. But there's no visibility.
Okay.
So at the moment, we're working with them now to show that visibility. As
Excellent.
part of the NHS as well, they've just approached me to put their book on their social media.
Put your book on their social
Yeah,
media.
they just approached me about
Fantastic.
it. So I'm
Brilliant.
in the process of sending them things. I've
Hmm.
just spoken to the person yesterday, and they want
Absolutely
me to,
brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and
Well, I
yeah, and I've
also
got
understand that
yeah,
you're a
uh,
peer mentor.
yeah. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I got an opportunity to become a peer mentor.
Hmm.
Um, and what was good is the other day, one of the other peer mentor ladies was saying to me, yeah, I've met somebody, young Jamaican girl. I want you to work with her. She just got diagnosed.
Okay.
So it's these things that
Yeah.
are
Brilliant.
happening. Peer mentor. So we do the radio show as well, which is called the HIV Positive Show,
Hmm.
where we talk about
A
all things
brilliant
sexual
show.
health.
Brilliant show.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
everybody
is.
loves it. People are
Yeah.
learning from it. We're in a
Hmm.
position now where we're, you know, based on doing the show, a lot of interest is coming from that. People wanna do more with us when it comes to the show.
Brilliant.
So yeah, we're just on that journey. And that even though it's not something that has happened, but
Hmm.
I've also applied to do a TEDx because I want to talk about Black women and how we struggle with our the system
Yeah.
and how it deals with us and how we struggle with even talking about sex.
Mhm. Brilliant.
So it's like, yeah, so we are at risk as Black women. So yeah, so I want to talk about that. So I want to bring awareness
Fantastic.
on that. And I've got the support of the NHS and JARA as well to come with the facts, the things that
Fantastic.
people are not hearing about. So
Fantastic.
yeah, I feel good. It's been a good journey with it. Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Sounds amazing. So, Yannick, since releasing your book, what have you learned? What more have you learned about HIV? That's my first part of my question.
Whew, so much. But I've learned that one thing I've learned is that the stigma is real.
Right.
Even subconsciously, I've
Yeah.
learned that around HIV. HIV itself, I've learned that you can live a perfectly normal life, healthy life, even more
Hmm.
healthy than anyone else out there. Because,
Yeah. It's better to
you get
know,
the
isn't
best.
it? It's
Yeah, and I've
better to
learned,
be
yeah,
diagnosed and
yeah,
then take care of yourself
for
than not
myself.
to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
And I've learned also that, we get the best medical care in the world,
In the
in the
UK
UK. Yeah.
for HIV.
So yeah, for HIV. So,
Okay.
so there's a lot to learn. And it's something that we want to put out there in the community.
Mm.
Because, and I've learned that in our community, we're not talking about it. The stigma is real, the shame is real. And but it's how do we deal with that?
Yeah.
And I think it just starts with talking about it. So I think the more that we talk about it and the more we educate people, because
Yeah.
it's good enough to be saying, oh, go and get tested.
Yeah.
But then if you're not really talking about it and educating others, then they don't know, they don't even know why they need to get tested.
Okay.
Yeah,
As
because
we're
it's not.
talking about getting tested, where can people get tested?
So your local sexual health clinics.
Hmm.
So if you're in the Birmingham and Solihull area, you can go to Umbrella, which is in
Hmm.
Birmingham.
Okay.
You can Google the nearest sexual health clinic to you.
Okay.
I know sometimes people probably don't want to go in their area in case they
Mm.
see somebody, but you can always Google one of the
Yeah.
other areas, and it's
And
there.
it's the
Just go
test.
into the section, yeah, and get tested.
And is it the type of
Um,
test you can do yourself through the post, or do you have
yeah,
to go to a
they can.
clinic?
No, you don't have to go to a clinic. You
Mhm.
can go online and request a test kit, and it's sent out to you.
Okay.
And then just do the test yourself and send it back in. So so you don't even have to go into the clinic as well
Mhm. I
to
mean,
have
there
that
will be
option.
people who will say, "Oh, there's no chance of me having it. I'm not at risk. I'm married. I'm all right. I only."
Yeah.
But really, do you
Yeah,
believe?
once you're having sex, there is a possibility because you can't really trust other people. Yes, your partner that you're with probably hasn't cheated on you or never, but before they were with you, where they get tested before they come into the relationship, so
Mm,
things like that.
yeah,
So, yeah, and people and even if it's a partner that you met and they weren't having sex for the last 10 years and stuff like that,
they could still
HIV
have
is
it.
something that lives in the body for how many years? So
Yeah.
if they didn't get tested in the last 10 years
Hmm.
from the last time they had sex, then they don't know,
Yeah.
'cause you can live with HIV without medication and you don't have any symptoms.
Yeah.
So,
And
and
that
for
was
many
true
years,
for you, wasn't it? That
yeah, there
you
wasn't
you probably were
anything.
living with it for a number of years, and you
Yeah,
didn't have any symptoms. And when you found out you didn't have symptoms, you just went
no,
for a routine test. It wasn't because you
yeah.
thought, "Let me get tested
Thought
for
I
HIV."
wasn't sick or anything.
No.
So yeah, and I think to myself sometimes if I didn't do that random test, if when the
Mm.
doctor said to me, would I even still have known that I'm HIV positive? It could be that
Hmm.
I'd still be living with it and don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, because it just don't. It's not. It's rare people get symptoms.
Okay.
Um, and the symptoms are like flu-like symptoms. So even if you probably get a symptom, you probably don't realize
Yeah.
it's that.
Mm.
So yeah, so there's no symptoms, no symptoms.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Mhm.
So let's have a look at your book. I haven't got a copy here. Let's see it. So there it is, My
Yeah,
Naked
you can
Truth.
see
It's
Shameless,
beautiful, pink. And let's have a look at the back.
and then you have the back.
Hardcover book.
Yeah,
It's a wonderful read. It's exciting. Listen,
yeah.
Yanique's
I was
life, Yanique's life has been exciting. And
it's so cute.
it's really interesting, really, and it is so honest. There's some things in there
Yeah,
that, evidently, Jan, you've just shared the naked truth on
yeah.
lots of levels. So where can people buy your book?
So it's on Amazon. So if
Okay.
you put in like Shameless My Naked Truth on Amazon, the
Mhm.
book will come up and it's on
Brilliant.
there for £20. I think it's 19.99, but yeah.
Nine. Yeah, and it's a
Yeah.
hardcover
And
book,
it's a
and it's
hardcover
got
book.
color,
Yeah,
each
pictures on the
photos in
side.
there, and
Mm.
it's beautifully designed as well. It's a
And,
beautiful,
the page itself that feels really nice.
nice
Yeah.
pages, nice
Nice.
thick
Yeah, it's a
pages.
nice book. Yeah. It's a
Lovely,
nice
lovely,
book.
lovely.
Yeah.
Do you have any plans to do any more writing?
Um, Yeah, the thing is, I'm in the process of I'm thinking about redoing my first book, which is called Be Bold, Be Beautiful, and Just Do It.
Hmm.
Um, whether it's that is expanding it or just rewriting it.
Yeah.
Because I'm at a different place now. And I think
Hmm.
and we got some feedback about men wanting to read the book as well.
Yeah.
They enjoyed reading the book, so they kind of want to unisex
Adapt
it
it.
out there, yeah, to the yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm thinking about because it can be read by anyone. The first book,
Hmm.
children, young people, adults,
Hmm.
men, women, anybody can read a book. Because
Hmm.
it's that book about confidence, and
Yeah.
it really motivates. And there's some good pointers in there, so I'd
Mhm.
really like to do that. So where writing is concerned, probably that.
That's your plans for the
Yeah,
next.
we've started a blog, which I do on
Is
for the
that a
HIV.
HIV blog?
Yeah,
Mhm.
stigma to strength. So we started a blog. So yeah, like writing like that, probably do
I
more
mean,
blogging.
this is something that's just come to mind.
Yeah.
I know you did an anthology a couple of years ago,
Oh,
Flying Without Wings, with I think 8 authors in it. But maybe something to consider is
oh,
maybe
yeah,
an
we talked about
anthology with stories of HIV.
yeah.
I
We
think
were
that would
talking
be
about that
great.
the
I've been
other day.
talking about that as a team. I
Yeah.
think that would be
So
a
it's
great
something we were
idea.
talking about to see if the women would like to do, but because it's something
I
they
know.
most of them are in a place where they don't want to talk yet, they're not sure.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where you have to dribble it and kind of
Yeah.
see if it will work,
Yeah.
or put it out to see who
Hmm.
is ready to tell the story. But
Fantastic.
yeah, we've been talking about it, so
Really good.
that would be
But Yanique,
exciting.
before we finish, one thing I'm
Yeah,
going to say is that we started doing our live events now, books and banters and books banter
yeah,
boogie. We're going to be doing books Bible and
yeah,
banter and lots of different things. I'm inviting you to be definitely one of the featured authors in the
yeah,
next, either the next or the one after, but I
yeah,
think next books banter and boogie, because
yeah,
I know that your story is one that needs to be heard. I know that your book is fantastic, and I know that you're a fantastic speaker as well. And this story needs to be heard because what's your motto? My story
your
is your
story
story, is
is
our
our story.
story.
Yeah,
And that's Yannick's motto. And I
yeah,
believe that is so true. Yannick,
yeah.
thank you so much. We'll catch up again in the
No,
new
thank
year.
you for having me.
Oh, it's been brilliant. Have a
Thanks,
good
guys.
Christmas. All
Yes,
right.
Merry
Thanks
Christmas,
everyone for
everyone. And
listening.
Happy New Year when it comes.
That's right. Happy New Year when it